Capacity is the ability to receive or contain a thing. How many of you have read the book Last Exploits? I broke it down in that book. Jesus in Matthew 25 verse 15 down to 28. When you get home, you read. But 15 he said, and unto one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, and to another 1. He gave them 5, 2, and what? To every man according to his several ability, and straightway took his journey. So everyone has something in you. Is that clear, sir? There is no ungifted person. But the man he gave 5 came with 5. The man he gave 2 came with another 2. The man he gave 1 did nothing. Are you getting what I'm saying here? Now, he gave each one according to their abilities. They are going to their what? Abilities. But the man with 5 was able to develop himself to get another 5. The man with 2 was developing himself to get another 2. But the man with 1 did nothing. To earn more, you must develop yourself more. Yeah, this one, hear me well. You can't get better results using your present abilities. Listen to me, people of God. What took you to where you are today cannot take you to where you want to be tomorrow. Did you hear what I said? What took you to where you are now cannot take you to where you want to be in the future. No. If you want to get to another level in the future, you have to shift. You have to do what? You have to shift. Their future belongs to those who have developed themselves, not just to hard workers. You can work very hard and not get outstanding results if you have not developed yourself. So here. Dedicate yourself to lifelong learning. Many want favor, but they are static. Life is supposed to be dynamic and progressive. Talking about Jesus. Jesus never went to secular school. Never went to what? But in John 7 verse 15, hear what the Bible said about Jesus. It said, and the Jews marveled. The Jews talking about Jesus. Saying, how knoweth this man? They were talking about Jesus. Letters haven't never learned. They said, how come Jesus could read Bible when he didn't go to school? So which means Jesus developed himself. Did what? They were marveled and amazed because they were shocked that he could read the Bible when they didn't see him in secular school. Remember, he was in the carpentry shop. That means he developed himself to learn how to read. All right. I'm going to understand what I'm saying here. So they were shocked. They said, how come he's able to read when we know he didn't see him in secular school? It's a personal development. Say it one more time. Say it a minute. Invest in yourself continually. Avoid the trap of poor performance. Set yourself apart from the crowd. So here. Is someone get what I'm saying here? Let me say this to you, all of you. What you know today, if not improved upon to face tomorrow's challenges, will become obsolete or irrelevant in a fast-changing world. If all you do is to be static in your knowledge, by the time a new challenge comes, you'll not be able to face it. I'll be very practical in my teaching. Upgrade your knowledge and skills. Upgrade your what? There's a football team called Arsenal. Arsenal happens to be my team in EPL and Barcelona in La Liga. I like fine football. But Arsenal has always been number two. For years, he has not been able to win trophy, the league. And he's beginning to show even this year. At the beginning of the league, it will perform very well. Arteta will perform so well. It was almost 9 points ahead of Man City. But now only 2 points. Why? Guardiola has studied him that he has not developed himself, so he allowed him to run. Then towards the end of the league, when pressure begins to come, You see, Arsenal begin to play draw. Arsenal begin to lose because the man cannot withstand pressure. That they played 2-2 with a bottom team was a shocker. After they scored 2 goals last Saturday, they drew 2-2. You know why? He has not developed his capacity. He's still using capacity of last year for this year's 25-26 league. Barcelona, when the man came, he won everybody, took the cheek. But after they studied him, now he's struggling. Atletico Madrid flogged them 4-0. My team, I told you, man, 4-0. Last week, they lost. You don't use your last year knowledge for new challenges. Am I talking to you? For you to get to the new challenges, your capacity has to increase. Your capacity has to what? Increase. Sir, here. You don't use principal knowledge to be a VC of a university. University will crash. You can be a world-class principal, but that knowledge is not enough to run a university. Am I talking to you? To run a university, you have to increase in capacity. Then favor will also increase. Shout hallelujah. It's a study to show yourself approved. A workman that needed not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. 2 Timothy 2:15. It says, I, Daniel, understood by books. Daniel chapter 9, verse 2. You have to keep improving. You know the problem of Africa? We appoint leaders who have not grown in capacity. They are only politicians, but no capacity development. Am I talking? So when they enter office, they are confused. They are what? They don't know what to do. I know many of you will not talk. Tell me, what did Buhari do before he died? It was the worst president Nigeria ever had. True? Took Nigeria 40 years backwards. To recover, only God will help. Why? The capacity he had for military is what he used to rule in civilian. The capacity of 1985 with Ibiyeomie was what he brought in 2000. So Nigeria was taken backwards because he did not improve his capacity. That's how many of us are. We are still using the obsolete knowledge we have to face the challenges of today. Am I talking to you, sir? You can't grow like that. Say here. And they want me to talk more, no more. So develop your mind through studies and research. Through studies are what? It said, don't be conformed to this world. But many people think it's going to school. No, personal development. Personal what? Don't be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Romans 12, verse 2. Your mind has to be renewed. Associate with the wise. Associate with what? Associate with people who are wise so that you can shift. Iron sharpened. Proverbs 27, verse 17. He that walketh with the wise, a companion of fools, mumus, shall be full of mumus. Proverbs 30, verse 20. If you want to shift your capacity, engage the services of consultants. Am I talking to you, sir? 2 Samuel 16, verse 23. The counsel of Ahithophel, which he counseled in those days, was as if a man had inquired of the oracle of God. So was all the counsel of Ahithophel, both with David and with Absalom. Proverbs 11, verse 14. Where no counsel is, the people fall. But in multitude of counselors, there is what? Safety. So here, can go on and on. Proverbs 15, verse 22. Proverbs 19, 20, 21. And Proverbs 20, 18. So here. Let me say this to you. If you want to shift, you must increase your what? Capacity. Must increase your what? Don't want to grow when capacity has not grown. Let me explain to you today. If you want to become a millionaire and what you have now is 100,000, don't look for the million first. First, grow your capacity to the million level. Now, let me just be very practical. Just listen. Today, you have 500,000 naira, and you want to shift to 10 million. Don't look for 10 million naira first. Increase your capacity to manage 10 million first. Get me clear? If you are given 10 million and your capacity is 500,000, the business will shrink to 500,000. But if your capacity is 10 million and you have 100,000, you will grow the 500,000 to 10 million. That's why many miss it. Many are looking for money when capacity has not grown. Now, are you getting me clear, sir? Are you hearing me? Every time you get any business and you say, Lord, I want money. No, first grow in capacity. Grow in what? Capacity. Even church will not grow beyond me. This church will not grow beyond my capacity. So if I want this church to grow, I have to grow in what? Capacity. Then the church will grow. Anything not growing, you are not growing. Not the devil. Once any system is not growing, you are not growing. My business is not growing because you are not growing. You may acquire certificates that don't mean growth. Personal development. Are you getting me, sir? Are you hearing me? No business will grow beyond the man at the end of affairs. It's not money that brings growth, it's capacity that brings growth. Are you getting what I'm saying? I was talking to one of my sons I love so much. I said, why is your team not performing? He gave me the reason, so I just kept quiet. Because they were not like that. I said, okay, you can't get new players. I said, you can't get new players because this is not normal. Are you hearing what I'm saying now? There is no way in this world, even if you anoint all the players of Eyimba and anoint them and say, Eyimba Football Club, today you are going to play with Real Madrid. Their capacity is not Real Madrid capacity. Am I talking to you? Even if you go there and the goalpost, put Bible upon Bible upon Bible upon Bible, and say, now with the God of heaven, we anoint everywhere. Real Madrid will flog them 21-0. Because the capacities are not the same. My brother, do you want favor? Grow in what? Capacity. The container, small cup, they call tumbler. You know tumbler? The water in the tumbler and the water in a jar, are they the same? God will not, you can't have tumbler capacity. I want a jar result. If I want a jar result, I shift from tumbler to jar. Is that here? So grow in your capacity. Many of us don't grow. Become one of the most knowledgeable and competent people in your field. Anything you involve, be one of the what? Most knowledgeable and what? Competent in what? Your field. Now, I will be very practical. How many of you have listened to the man Donald Trump? How many of you have listened to him? How many of you used to listen to him when he was first in office? How many of you listened to him before? You see two different persons. Before, Donald Trump used to talk without censoring his language. Every word Donald Trump talked before was trouble. True? Now he picks his words. You will know that within the 4 years he left office, he developed himself to know how to talk. Before, there's nothing that Trump would talk that will not go off point. But now, you can see the same man talking. You will know that this man went to develop himself. But in Nigeria, we only prepare to win an election without capacity development. All of them now is 227. How do we, none of them is thinking of how to grow economy. They've not read one book. It's how they will rig election. That's why the country can't go forward. And that's how many of us are. if I can get money, my business will grow. No, if you can grow your capacity. Say here. Have you not had money and nothing came out of it? Many of you have handled money before? Okay, listen carefully. The only money I had when I came to this place, can I tell you something? Was no money. Because we came to Port Harcourt with only the house rent. After we paid rent, no money was left, except 50,000 that was. How come now today this church is in whatever name quality you can call? Say capacity. Say capacity. It's not because big men are here, but because I grew my what? Capacity. If I didn't grow, the church won't grow. If I stop growing today, this church will stop growing. Are you getting me now? Do you want to get favor? Increase your capacity. But when it comes to financial favor, the principle is different. Is the principle what? A, you must be a faithful tither when it comes to financial favor. You must be a faithful Malachi 3:10. And you must be a consistent giver. B, you must be a consistent